কেন্দ্রীয় সরকারের সম্পূর্ণ চক্রান্ত আছে এবং আরও কয়েকটা লেফট পার্টি।
Parents reiterate bribery charge.
তাদের পক্ষ থেকে করোনা
Justice for Abhaya, top focus on 5 Live.
You'd think that one full month after the RG Kaur rape and murder in Kolkata, the story would have evaporated, the street protests would have evaporated, and the headlines would have moved on. But the story is going nowhere. The anger on the streets has not dissipated, and the protests are still very much alive in Kolkata, in Bengal, in India. I'm Shiv. Thanks for staying with India today and our coverage of this big story. Let's get you the headlines first. No Congress Aam Aadmi Party alliance in Haryana. Seat sharing talks fall apart. Aam Aadmi Party declares it will fight the polls solo, announces its first candidate list. Sources say Aam Aadmi Party rejected Congress's 3 seats offer. Bribery bomb in Kolkata case explodes. Bengal Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee refutes charge, says no money offered by Kolkata police to the victim's family, calls it slander. Abhaya's father reiterates the bribe claim. So is Mamata Banerjee calling the victim's parents liars? Big rail disaster averted in Kanpur. Close shave for Kalindi Express after loco pilot's swift action. When LPG cylinder is thrown off the tracks, police find gunpowder and other suspicious items nearby. Rahul Gandhi is abroad on an American tour, triggers another controversy in the US, attacks BJP and RSS ideology, claims only India and the US have a job crisis, but not China.
The BJP and the RSS believe that women should be restricted to a particular role. They should stay at home, they should cook the food, they should not talk too much, right?
Big boost to India-UAE bilateral ties. Prime Minister Modi holds talks with Abu Dhabi Crown Prince Al Nahyan in Delhi. Multiple pacts on nuclear energy, oil and food signed. Today is September the 9th. On August the 9th, exactly 1 month ago, the Kolkata rape and murder incident happened. It's hard to believe that a whole month has passed, and what a month it has been. Not a day in this month has been without anger, protests, and a big national spotlight on a single crime of rape and murder in Kolkata. This is a country, let's never forget, where rapes are reported every few minutes. Some call India the rape capital of the world. And yet, even with all this terrifying data of crimes against women, this one crime in Kolkata has captured the horror and fascination of an entire country, mostly because the powers that be in Bengal appeared to, right from the beginning, try to cover up the case. Well, 30 days later, if you saw the images of what was happening in Kolkata last night, it would answer your question over whether people have moved on, whether anger has dissipated, and whether interest in what happened in Kolkata has simply evaporated. Well, political or otherwise, the story has stubbornly refused to leave the headlines, and that's because doctors, not netas, not politicians, not political rivals, not left, not BJP, but doctors have refused to wind up their protests, which is why now doctors find themselves under fire. Not just from the Trinamool Congress, not just from Abhishek Banerjee, who has threatened cases of culpable homicide on them if they don't get back to work, not just from Mamata Banerjee, who has cautioned them, saying that if they don't get back, it will ruin their careers. But the Supreme Court has also stepped in today after reports via lawyers in Supreme Court, via the government in Bengal, that multiple patients have lost their lives directly as a result of negligence, non-availability of doctors, and doctors not being at hand to treat patients. As all of these claims are being investigated, the Supreme Court today stepped in. And remember, the Supreme Court is completely above the political finger-pointing and blame game that has continued angrily for over a month now. The fact is, the Supreme Court has given the doctors an ultimatum, telling them that they must get back to work by tomorrow. Well, the Supreme Court, remember, was the first to actually give the doctors something to believe in. It was the Supreme Court and the Chief Justice of India that had put a hand on the shoulder of the angry doctors, telling them that their concerns, their anxieties about what had happened at the RG Kar hospital would be taken care of. This had triggered anger among doctors, not just in Bengal, but all across the country, triggering new laws for women, for doctors, and for others in the state of West Bengal. The question now is, are the doctors in a mood to listen to anyone, with the system at large pointing a finger at them and saying, get back to work? Will angry doctors who are in no mood to still believe that the system has changed in their favor, will they get back to work?
5371.
Scathing observations by the Supreme Court during the hearing in the RG Kar hospital rape and murder case. The Apex Court set a deadline for junior doctors in West Bengal who've been on strike since the crime took place a month ago. A 3-judge bench headed by Chief Justice of India DY Chandrachud on Monday asked striking doctors to rejoin work latest by 5 p.m. on Tuesday, failing which they would face disciplinary action. The Supreme Court's intervention came after the counsel for the Bengal government claimed 23 lives had been lost due to the strike.
We know what is happening on the ground. All that we want to assure the doctors is first return to work. We have said that the district collectors and the superintendents of police will monitor the situation. They shall provide adequate facilities to ensure their safety and security. They must now come back to work.
The Supreme Court granted 1 week's time to the CBI to probe the entire sequence of events in the case and asked the agency to file a fresh status report on the 17th of September. The Supreme Court also questioned the Bengal government over the 14-hour-long delay in filing the FIR in the case. The judges pointed out lapses on the part of the Kolkata police prior to the post-mortem in the case.
During the course of the hearing, the court has been apprised of the, into inverted commas, challan for use when a dead body is sent for examination, into inverted commas, complete. Full stop. The Solicitor General, on the instructions of the investigating officer of the CBI, states that the above challan, duly filled in, is not a part of the file which has been handed over to the CBI for investigation.
Solicitor General Tushar Mehta insisted that the Mamata Banerjee government was not cooperating with the CISF personnel deployed to give security to doctors. The Supreme Court directed the state to hand over the required security gadgets to the central forces on Monday itself.
All the respective district collectors and superintendents of police shall take stock of the situation and ensure that necessary conditions have been created for ensuring the safety and security of all doctors in the government medical colleges and public hospitals.
Meanwhile, Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee, speaking at a public event, alleged there is a conspiracy to defame Bengal and claimed that a plot was hatched to set Bengal on fire.
বাংলাটাকে গ্রাস করবার জন্য পুলিশের হাত থেকে সবটাই কেড়ে নিতে চান রাজ্য সরকারকে, কেন্দ্রীয় সরকারের এর মধ্যে পুরো চক্রান্ত আছে। আমি কোর্টকে কোনো ব্যাপারে একটি কমেন্টসও করব না, বিকজ উই আর বাউন্ড টু অ্যাকসেপ্ট দ্য কোর্ট ভার্ডিক্ট। কিন্তু মনে রাখবেন, কেন্দ্রীয় সরকারের সম্পূর্ণ চক্রান্ত আছে এবং আরও কয়েকটা লেফট পার্টিস।
Mamata Banerjee alleged a slander campaign against her, denying that a government offered money to the deceased doctor's family. Abhaya's father, however, reiterated that the family was offered money.
আপনাদের যে ভিডিওটা নিয়ে এখনো বিতর্ক চলছে সেখানে কিন্তু পুলিশ থেকে এখনো দাবি করা হচ্ছে যেটা তাদের পক্ষ থেকে করা হয়নি। আপনি কি আপনার দাবিতে এখনো নন?
তাদের পক্ষ থেকে করানো হয়নি মানে
পুলিশ করেনি বলছে, পুলিশের তরফ
থেকেই করানো হয়েছে, সেটা আমরা নির্দিষ্ট জায়গায় বলে দিয়েছি, তারা বিচার করে তারা রিপোর্ট দেবে।
The BJP hit out at Mamata Banerjee, demanding her resignation once again.
The polygraph test of the Chief Minister, Mamata Banerjee, as well as the arrest of Mamata Banerjee could be imperative to ensure that there is justice given to the family members of the deceased and to every citizen of the country.
The entire city, including protesting doctors, were eagerly waiting for Monday hearing at the top court. But the apex court has directed the protesting doctors, those are being considered as the face of this mass movement, to resume work. Now these protesting doctors have to finalize an alternative way to keep their flame on, demanding justice but keeping the health services normal. With camera person Kirunjit Dash and Sam Sundar Ghosh, this is Ritik for India Today.
I'm joined now by our reporter Skanu Sarda, who tracks the courts from us. She was reporting from the Supreme Court today. Ritik, you just saw reporting from Kolkata. But before that, I want to go across to Dr. Shubhankar Chatterjee. He is one of the many hundreds of doctors who've been protesting on the streets, thousands of doctors who've been protesting on the streets of Kolkata. He's also an ex-student of the RG Kaur Medical College and Hospital. Dr. Chatterjee, I quickly want to come to you first. You've heard what the Supreme Court has said. They've asked doctors to, quote-unquote, get back to work by tomorrow. There have also been many statements made by the government in West Bengal appealing to doctors to get back to work or possibly face action, including possible, FIRs against them for culpable homicide, etc. How do you react to this?
This is a very unfortunate time through which we are going. We have lost one of our sister in her duty room, on duty condition. She was brutally raped and murdered, and we, his fellow colleagues and juniors and seniors, were in movement for justice for Abhaya. It is over the 1 month time has been lapsed. Till now, till today, we are expecting some good judgment from the Honorable Supreme Court. But after listening to this decision, all the protesting doctors are a bit frustrated. Actually, they was in a mood that something will be done in the angle of justice. But this has not been achieved. What from our history we know that if justice is delayed, most probably justice will be denied. So this is our apprehension. And the Supreme Court has ordered us to resume work. On that ground, our body will sit tonight, have a discussion with our legal team, and then decide. They will let you know. But what we feel that the hospitals of West Bengal were not closed. Not even the emergency departments. All the senior doctors, professors, they were running the hospitals fully. And only the junior doctors, the postgraduate trainees, house staffs and internees, they did not join the work because they have joined the movement. So the government has claimed that due to this, the loss of life is happening. So our question will be to the government of West Bengal that you are running the hospital based on the forces of junior doctors only. You did not appoint adequate manpower in the visiting doctors, consultants, senior postings. They are all remaining vacant. That is why when the trainee doctors are not working, your system has collapsed as per your version. So these gaps should be rectified. Otherwise, they are only problem facing they are telling that the patients are facing problem. But actually, this is the lapse of the government due to which the patients are suffering, if at all. Our senior doctors are trying to make up. They are providing the duty day and night, and all the emergency and other sectors are working. This is what we feel from the ground. So now we ask the government to rectify it. we
Dr.
did not
Dr.
get
Chatterjee,
justice. We did not
Dr.
get our
Chatterjee,
security.
I understand what
You
you're
all
saying.
know
I
that
take your
CISF
point.
has been deployed.
I
One
take your
minute,
point.
please. The
Yes,
CISF has been deployed, but only
yes.
at our college, RGK Medical College. Rest of the medical colleges, rest of the hospitals, the security condition remains the same. So, can the court or the government guarantee that second episode of Abhaya will not happen to anybody after resuming work? This is our question to the authorities.
Dr. Chatterjee, as you know, the CBI is investigating the case. The case isn't being tried in the Supreme Court right now. The Supreme Court is, took up this case suo motu, and its observations are regarding the situation on the ground in Kolkata, government action, etc. They've asked for a status report from the CBI, which has also been submitted. But are you saying that the allegations by the Bengal government, Mamata Banerjee and others, have basically said that doctors like you could be in trouble if you don't get back to work? They've said FIRs could possibly be registered against doctors. This will harm your careers. Culpable homicide charges could also be slapped against you. The lawyer representing the West Bengal government in the Supreme Court said 23 patients have died because of doctors not being available. Are you saying that the Bengal government is wrong and lying about all this?
This is a blatant lie, nothing else, because all the hospitals are running. That is what we have already told, that hospitals, no hospital in Bengal is closed. You can see the hospitals are in multiple layers. Primary health centers, there are no junior doctor is posted. District hospitals, no junior doctor posted, only senior doctors. Only junior doctors are working in medical colleges. So medical colleges are only 25 government medical colleges in West Bengal. Rest 700 hospitals are not manned by the junior doctors. So how a strike of junior doctors can affect the health of West Bengal? That is my question. And this is a very pertinent question. Junior doctors not work in peripheral hospitals. So if they do strike, if they do not join work, how the condition of health providing condition in peripheral hospitals succumb? So if it is it is collapsing, then it is due to the lapse of government, and the posting of senior doctors are not there. That is the cause. So that they are hiding their fault and they are trying to force us. It is nothing to else to collapse the movement. They attempt to collapsing the movement. That is what we can tell it.
Final question very quickly, Dr. Chatterjee. You're saying that you will, your doctors will meet tonight, take legal advice and decide on what to do. But isn't that a dangerous thing, because this is the Supreme Court that has asked you to get back to work?
Look, we are inside a movement, and the movement has two parts. One is movement in the streets and in the colleges. Another is a legal part. Our legal team is already active. We have already filed case in Calcutta High Court and Supreme Court. So we must take opinion from our legal partners, what they advise us. Then we have to decide. We will definitely consider what the Supreme Court has said. But having said that, we have to take our own decision regarding the final course of movement. How we will continue our protest. There are many agendas. So one fine morning, we cannot stop the movement for justice. The movement for justice for Abhaya has inculcated in the all persons of Bengal, all peace-loving persons of West Bengal are in movement. Throughout the India, all persons are having faith on our movement. This is a new kind of movement what we have started. This is a non-political movement, but this is a very important movement, because all the girls are not safe, not in West Bengal, other states also, in Uttar Pradesh, in Hathras, everywhere. The girls are not safe. Our PM is saying that Beti Bachao, Beti Padhao, but we have seen serial conditions, rape is happening throughout the India. Even after Abhaya, these similar things has happened. So if we stop our movement, so the people at large will be suffering. So we have to continue our movement. So we have to think and decide in which way we will continue our protest. So we will take some time to decide.
Okay. Dr. Shubhankar Chatterjee, thank you for giving us your time. We'll keep a track of whatever the protesting doctors decide to do. The Supreme Court has asked them to get back to work by tomorrow. Will they adhere to that order from the Supreme Court? We'll have to wait and see. But remember, last night, the parents of the rape and murder victim once again joined the protesting doctors on the streets of Kolkata. The mother of the victim thanked the protesting doctors, saying they were the reason why justice is possibly in sight. Take a look. It's been 1 month since the protests began after this crime took place on August the 9th. And I want to bring in India Today's Ritik Mondal and Kanu Sarda, our reporters who've been tracking all aspects of it. Ritik on the ground in Kolkata, Kanu in Supreme Court. Kanu, quickly coming to you first. The Supreme Court has said the doctors need to get back to work by tomorrow. A sympathetic view had been taken by the CJI in that first hearing when the case was taken up suo motu, where basically a reassurance was given to the doctors saying that their concerns will be addressed by the Supreme Court. That has in some ways happened, but as you just heard from the ground, the doctors don't appear to be in any mood to actually listen to anyone at this time. They want to continue their protests. So what could possibly happen if the doctors don't return to work?
Well, Shiv, here I want to clarify first thing. The doctor that we are speaking with has clearly said that their concern was related to the safety and security of the doctors at large. So Supreme Court has also taken note of the fact, and the top court has taken note of the fact that the National Task Force is yet to finalize the recommendations, and that will take some time. That is why the top court has asked the West Bengal government to pitch in, and the West Bengal government will have to provide the separate restrooms, separate resting rooms, and all the safety and security CCTV installations across all the hospitals in West Bengal. We are talking about the government hospitals. So till tomorrow 5 p.m. is the deadline for the doctors, but also the deadline for the West Bengal government, because West Bengal government will have to make some necessary arrangements, and that is why the onus is more on the West Bengal government and not on the doctors to comply with the directions, because at present the doctors' main concern is that they don't have adequate security arrangements in these hospitals.
Correct.
So once that is achieved, once the West Bengal government assures these doctors that the mechanism and the safety measures are there in place, the doctors will have no hesitation in joining back to their duties, because the lawyers who were appearing for those doctors categorically told the Supreme Court that they are very much willing to join their duties, and they are running separate small clinics and have not hampered the healthcare system of West Bengal. But on the contrary, senior advocate Bill was claiming that 23 lives have been lost. And that is why the Supreme Court has again appealed to those doctors to join back, so that their concerns of safety and security is paramount and will be taken care. And the Supreme Court is monitoring the issue. So Supreme Court has reassured actually the doctors that they are, taking all the necessary steps and directing the concerned authorities as to how the safety and security of the doctors and the paramedical staff are paramount. Back to you.
Ritik, what's likely to happen between today and tomorrow? Are you getting a sense? Dr. Chatterjee, who we just spoke to, said, we will take legal advice, but the mood on the ground, and you've been there, you've seen it firsthand from day one. one would have thought that 1 month later, things would have gone down in terms of intensity, but that doesn't appear to be the case. Even yesterday, there were thousands of people in that protest.
Well, Shiv, what you do understand, the time has come that the protesting doctors have to reconsider their, further progress or the future of their movement. Remember, they, as per this mass movement is concerned, and what also witnessed last night across the state, mostly these protesting doctors belongs to the Surgical Medical College are considered to be the face of this movement. They are leading this movement, demanding, fighting for justice. The rest of the society are really, they are banking on these doctors. Now, they are going to decide this night whichever the course of action they will take. Now, I was told by some of the doctors, they are considering for another way of protest, whether they are going to resume their work. And simultaneously, they're expected to continue protests across many places. But remember, today a very big development happened in Kolkata. Mamata Banerjee, the Chief Minister, was addressing a admin meeting just ahead of the festive season. But while she was addressing that, she categorically stated that now time has come that people should look forward for this festive season. But she also agreed and said that she is ready to sit on a table with the protesting doctors to discuss, to resolve this issue. Now, what we do understand that this night is very crucial, that doctors will take legal advice and will consider and discuss over this thing. And we expect that tomorrow some big move will come from them when Apex Court and the state government both are requesting time and again to get back to work. Back to you, Shiv.
Okay, stay with me, Ritik, for a moment longer, because I just wanted to quickly break for our viewers something else that Mamata Banerjee has just said as part of that interaction where she gave that speech. She has categorically rejected the charge that the Kolkata police offered any money to the victims' parents. This is something that the victims' parents have repeatedly been saying. The family has repeatedly said that the Kolkata police had offered them money, presumably to buy their silence or to not interact with the press and talk about this case. Mamata Banerjee has said never offered money to the parents. She's called the bribery charge slander. The Bengal Chief Minister, therefore, in effect, countering Abhaya's parents in their claim that the Kolkata police had offered them money. Here's what Mamata Banerjee, the Chief Minister, said.
আপনাদের যে ভিডিওটা নিয়ে এখনো বিতর্ক চলছে সেখানে কিন্তু পুলিশ থেকে এখনো দাবি করা হচ্ছে যেটা তাদের পক্ষ থেকে করা হয়নি। আপনি কি আপনার দাবিতে এখনো অনড়?
তাদের পক্ষ থেকে করানো হয়নি মানে
পুলিশ করেনি বলছে, পুলিশের তরফ থেকেই করানো হয়েছে। সেটা আমরা নির্দিষ্ট জায়গায় বলে দিয়েছি, তারা বিচার করে তারা রিপোর্ট দেবে।
কোথাও আমি টাকার কথা বলেছি, মেনশন করেছি? মিথ্যে কথা, কুৎসা, অপপ্রচার, চক্রান্ত। সেদিনের ভিডিওগ্রাফ প্রত্যেকে আমি নিচে নামার পরে প্রেস করেছিলেন, প্রেস কনফারেন্সে প্রেসের সাংবাদিকরা ছিলেন, আমার সাথে সিপি ছিল, এবং আমার পরে আবার তার বাবা মাকেও আপনারা জিজ্ঞেস করেছিলেন, সে রেকর্ডও আমাদের কাছে আছে। আমি কি বলেছিলাম তার আগে আপনাদের মনে রাখতে হবে, আমি যেদিন যাই তার আগের দিন রেসিডেন্সিয়াল ডক্টর ফোরাম একটা অফিসিয়াল স্টেটমেন্ট করেছিল। তার 3 নম্বর পয়েন্টে লেখা ছিল adequate compensation to the victim's family.
And after this very short break, I'm going to be dedicating the second half of my show paying rich tribute to India's Paralympics heroes. 29 medals, 29 inspirational stories, and I'm going to tell you each and every one of them on the other side. India, India.
To say hello, I'm so fly. You took a nosedive. Careful when you play on my level. For you it's so. Hey, hello.
Motorola Razr 50 Ultra. Flip the script.
Hello, Moto.
India Today Conclave 2024. September 25th and 26th, Mumbai. Book your seat now. Visit indiatodayconclave.com.
Just came around to say hello. I'm so fly. You took a nosedive. Careful when you play on my level. For you it's so. Hey, hello.
Motorola Razr 50 Ultra. Flip the script.
Hello, Moto.
India's best ever show at Paralympics. Record 29 medal haul, 7 glorious goals. India 18th out of 170 participating nations. The story of blood, sweat, grit and glory.